this computer. Okay, great. And then you wanted the speaker view. Here we go. So we can see you, Kelly Braun. So hi, everybody. This is Andrea LaPlante co-hosting with Kelly, Michelina, Lisa Swift. We're just coming together to share a little bit. The other day, we were invited to share on the National Marketing Director call, and it was gather some things that you've been doing and we would share it with the whole group. So what I came up with was how we want to work smarter, not harder, and really how this all unfolded. And we shared this with the NMD group and they loved it. And we said, let's do it for our team because we want to support everybody and share what we put together. So really I was talking a little bit about, if you're an athlete and you're trying to say you've got overtime and the coach calls a timeout and puts a power play together, and say power play for hockey, or what's your play you're going to utilize to get that ball in the hoop is, the best way that you can, the most efficient way that you can so that you can win the game. And you win in overtime. It's like a power play. What are you putting together? What are the tools what are your go-tos that you use to keep your business going, to sustain your business as life moves along, right? So I had also shared that at this time, I'm the president of my boys basketball association, and it's a lot of work during the season. And I could not do that if I didn't have this job, this flexibility in my life. The fact that I'm working and that I've been able to work, but be able to check in with my family or do things that are really important in my family. And how can I donate my time? How could I possibly do that if I was working a 9 to 5? So I really think it's very understated, the fact that this can be used as your full-time or your plan B, but it's the leverage that you have to utilize and live your life the way you want to live it and weave it around, but just taking advantage of those power plays. And what are the things that are going to help you work smarter, not harder? So as I've grown my business and getting to a certain place, like, okay, these are the certain things that I'm going to do to keep it going while maybe I'm volunteering for the 3 months at a time, working really hard at something else. I still have a good groove on what I'm doing. So we just wanted to share that with you guys. And one of the things is to start with is acknowledging the small things. So, you can think about this if you have some new team developing. What are the things that you can do with your team just on a regular basis to check in with them and make them feel empowered and make them feel like what they're doing is awesome, right? So just the little things, it's checking in with your team and acknowledging that they placed an order. Maybe it's going to having a team page and you're sharing, great job, I noticed you got 3 orders this month, or you're calling them or connecting with them. But just knowing in the back of your mind that you're going to kind of look at the month and you look at what your team has done and just giving them a little shout out. What is it that they've done that you can acknowledge? The other thing is, I know our team has been doing this and we're enjoying it, is in the past, I used to look through educational videos and take notes and really create a new call that we used to do a couple of years ago. And I'd put a lot of effort into it. But we have this amazing recordings page, right? There's so much information in there. There's so many calls in there. And just Heart Health Month, we came together and decided we'd go to the recordings page. We're going to pull up some heart health videos and we're going to share those during our team call. We have a team call 8 to 8:30. So it was like, instead of just recreating the wheel, let's share those heart health calls. We picked 3 of them and created flyers. So you can invite your team and your guests to come hear this education, but you're not recreating the whole event. You're going to the recordings page, you're picking out a recording that you want to share, streaming it into your team page, and then you can even tag your customers and people in that page, and we all come together and utilize it that way. So that recordings page is just a gold mine. And that for anybody that's saying, oh, hey, I want to connect with a customer, just go in there and instead of recreating the wheel, pull up what it is they're looking for, and all that information is there. So we were talking about how many people here have gotten a lead from the company? Just curious, from since you qualified your business. I know that's been really exciting for people. And we were talking about how we're so excited that our business and this company has now figured out a way to kind of interweave qualifying your business with something really positive, which is now you're able to qualify for leads. So that's really, really something special. I think it was always like, okay, qualify your business, but now to be able to tap into that and get leads from the company is great. The other thing that we were talking about was just even like on a Monday and you're like, okay, what am I going to share? How am I going to reach out to my community, whether it's social media or if it's an email, if you're starting to set up an email where you're going to send that out and reach out to customers. People have different things that they like to utilize. Lisa's going to share some of those, and Kelly's going to talk about being an international, travel hopper and how she's, utilizing this business for that. But sometimes this is just a book. You can't see it because of my background, but it's just, grabbing a health book, looking through it, gathering a little bit of education and sharing that on social media or sending that out to your customers. So you just kind of, I would say, inspiring yourself with some information that gets you excited that you can share with people, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel there. You can just grab one of the books in your library. I have a stack of books in my library in my office, and I'll go through it and say, what's motivating to me this week? Pull it out, maybe take some tidbits out of it and share that in an email or through social media, or maybe texting someone. The other thing about social media is resharing health guru tips or inspirational messages. Instead of saying, oh, I don't know how, I'm not that great on social media, or I don't really have this, I'm not really sure what to post. It really take all of that away and just think about, I'm connecting and communicating with my community. And if you're not sure where you want to get the content, then go to someone that you admire, that you love, Dr. Sears, or maybe you go to someone else's page that's a colleague here to share something to your team. But you can just go to someone that you love, the health education, and repost it. And maybe put a little spin on it about, why you like it, or just resharing something that someone else has done and said, this really resonates with me. And so you start getting in that groove, but you're constantly sharing. It's more about hitting that button and posting something than it is worrying about where you're going to get the content. If you're not sure, you can go just take someone, like if it's Dr. Mark Hyman or something that you like, you can reshare that. The other thing is, I have on your phone, most people have smartphones, and if you take pictures, you can make them your favorites. So there's always a smoothie bowl or smoothie option or healthy meals that I'll take pictures of. And if I really like the way the food looks or how it looks with my tower garden or the capsules, I have a section of my phone under favorites with a bunch of pictures. So if I'm really busy, like maybe this weekend, I went to go visit my daughter and I don't really have the time to recreate something on the move and I'm traveling and whatnot, I'll just go to my favorites, pick something up and look at that smoothie bowl that maybe I made last year, and I'll reshare that. So you're taking the time out, because it takes some time once in a while to make your smoothie bowl and have all the berries and the chia seeds and get the lighting and you get that nice picture. Don't throw it away, keep it, and you can reutilize some of the things that you've already done that you've done well. So that's working smarter, not harder. I do have an email list that I would gathering information. So one of the things I used to do was recreate for the emails, but now a lot of times when we have these calls, like we have Dr. David Phillips coming up after this about soy, and whatever those calls are, I'll take the flyers and I'll share those on my part of my email list, in addition to maybe sharing something else. But that's something that's already created. So at this time, I know we're at 8:15. I'm going to hand it over to Kelly, and then Kelly will hand it over to Lisa.
Thank you, Andrea. Yeah, we did have so much fun putting this call together. And we thought, oh, this information is so great. Our team really should know about some of the things that we're doing that are working and just makes your time more efficient. One of the things that I've used is Project Broadcast. I really like Project Broadcast because it's not expensive to ask your teammate to use. And it's a really efficient way to reach out. Like for this call, I was able to send a broadcast out to the whole team with the flyer, just saying, this is a call that I think you may be interested in. So it's really good for, and I have a tag called Powerful Partners. So when I have something that's really important, I'll just tag Powerful Partners and it goes out to all those people that are working their business. The other thing that's great about Project Broadcast is I'm living sometimes abroad, so 5 hours ahead. I tend to be a morning person. So I can get up in the morning and I can do all my texts and schedule them for customers, for team, and get it done when everybody else is sleeping because we're 5 hours ahead. And I can schedule it to go out at a decent time, like 8 or 9 in the morning. So people are getting it. Actually, if you try to schedule it too early, Project Broadcast would tell you this is a bad idea. So don't be sending this text now. The other thing that is really helpful for me is I like Teamsy because Teamsy is like a live memory jogger. It's really fun to add those new people that you've started a dialogue with, and you can put the notes about that person in on Teamsy. And then we all are busy. It's not if, it's because we're busy. You can sit down literally for 30 minutes and just say, okay, I'm going to do Teamsy. I'm not going to engage. And it will tell you who to reach out to. And it will bring up people that you've forgotten about, which is valuable. And just do a little touch. I usually don't say much. I just say, hey, checking in, wanted to see how you're doing. And just to see where you're going to get the engagement. I'm going to back up a little bit too. The other thing we love about Project Broadcast, because it's an individual business texting platform, is we are getting engagement. And ultimately what you want with the people that you're talking with is you want engagement. So people are more apt to reach out to you. We have a campaign where we send out 10 texts to a new customer. So it's a new Juice Plus customer campaign that we put together. And when you get a new customer, you want to make sure that you stay in touch with them. So we have a systematic time that we touch them. It's been about a week, just checking and want to make sure you've gotten in the habit. And if you have any questions, let us know. And people are more apt to respond when they know it's just between you and them. And then that way they're getting 10 texts in the first 4 months of being a customer. So they're getting that constant contact and they're getting a little bit of education for that 4 months. If you can get that person to order that second box, now you have a solid customer. We also are really getting a lot out of Amanda Wright has a power hour that she's doing Monday through Thursday from 1 to 2 Eastern time. And she basically will give you 4 different activities for engagement. And she's doing an amazing job. And she allows anybody to get on. Like today was Motivation Monday, so she gave us different activities to go and do and engage in your network. So that's been really helpful. If anybody wants that information, we can make sure you get it. Events, we just had a huge event in Boston. So when you work events, you want to make sure that you're getting a system where you can follow up. Because typically people need a number of touches before they make a decision to commit. So when we were at the event, we try to connect with them either on email. We had an event that we were inviting them to that next week on Wednesday. You can say, I'll text you, I can send you the flyer. How would you like it? Email or text. We also use the Blink app, which Lisa's going to share with us. So I'm not going to steal her thunder, but that was really great because you can use it like a landing page. And then I could go into Project Broadcast and make a tag for all those people at the event. Utopia was the name of the event. And I could put them into a texting group, a tag in Project Broadcast. So then I made sure they all had the invitation for the event that we had Wednesday night following the event. Now I can sit down. It's been a week, a little bit more than a week later, and I can put Utopia in my phone, because what you do is you put your contact in your phone, and then under company, I put Utopia. So now when I sit down, all I have to put into my phone is Utopia, and all those contacts of people that I was talking to will come up. So now I can look and see, what did I send them? What was the conversation? Do they want to be invited to the gut health talk that we're doing on Wednesday? So you want to have that constant contact, a good system, so that you can follow up, because that's where the magic happens. And then as a team, we'd like to celebrate anybody that's doing a little bit or a lot. And when you're a leader, you can look in and see who has 3 or more orders. So like about the middle of the month, we'll go and we'll highlight all those people that are on the leaderboard. And then at the end of the month, we do a hashtag go for 5. Kirky does one and I do one, and we give away $50 every month. We pull the name out of a hat. And we used to, well, Kirky still does the name out of the hat, but I've been using the name of wheels, because you can just put all the names in and then spin it. And then it's just random and it selects that one person. So that's just a really easy way to pull somebody out of the hat. And that's been really fun. And then we have a Canva template that we use to put in all those people that have 5 or more orders, and we post it on the team page and on Voxer so people can be highlighted for being on the leaderboard. So next, I am going to shift it over to Lisa for her to share some of her tips and tricks.
Okay, great. Thanks, Kelly. Hi, guys. So Kelly had mentioned the Blink app. So I don't know if you guys have seen this before. It's BLINQ.me. And it's basically, it's kind of a landing page, but it's more, you can put a picture up and then a small picture of yourself in the corner, and all of your information. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, your Juice Plus website, everything. I have my Tower Garden website. You can put the Bridge the Gap video in there. You can, I have my Lisa Swift Healthy Living, so I have that link in there. Basically, it's all of you, everything about you, you put in there, and people can take, and there's a QR code. So if you meet someone, like I do, like at an event that we do at gyms a lot here, I could say, oh, here, just scan my QR code, and then my contacts go right in there. But with that said, make sure we always get their information right. So when you're texting, you can text to them too. So that's a good way. You don't always have to have them scan your code. You can say, oh, what's your text number? And I'll send you the link. And then just, get their number right there. And then you send it in, and then make sure you write it down, write what they look like. Because you know how it is. We forget who some of these people are a lot of times. So it's great. It's a great little quick thing that you can send people. Oh, here's my digital business card. I can send that over to you. And then, there's a great video on there called Bridge the Gap. Would you be able to watch it? Always, if I send this, will you watch this video? Yes. Okay. Well, when can I follow up with you? Would Friday be okay? And see what they say. So I just literally did that with the seamstress for my dress for my son's wedding. She's going through a lot of cancer. You guys, it's unbelievable. So she's like, I need this. I'm like, yes, you do. We all need this. So I said, I'll follow up with you on Friday, but that's the key, right? We have to follow up, especially like Kelly had that huge event. It's hard to keep up, but that's why the project broadcast is so great. We can send out things quickly, schedule a broadcast and send it to our team, to our customers, whatever, in a flash. It's super, super easy. So if you guys don't know about project broadcast, let whoever, your teammate is, and they can help you get signed up with that. But it really does make our business like so much easier. So that's the Blink app. I love that because it's free. Anyone can do that. Now, if you wanted to create another different landing page, more intense, really fun landing page, Media Mojo, who I buy all my, what do you call them? Bundles every month that I have that I send out to customers. They do a beautiful landing page, and I know it's not that expensive. So you can always check with Media Mojo or Tanya King and ask her what the cost is for her landing pages. And I've seen them. They're really, very, very pretty. I just happen to have a Wix website, so I don't need that. What else? And just PS, I don't know if y'all know, but the Tower Garden incentive right now is anybody that places a new tower order that's never placed one before, a customer, you get $50. You get an extra $50, which is really a nice incentive. And if somebody hasn't placed an order in 36 months, they will also get the $50. So I just wanted to remind you all about that. And then the other thing does everybody have boards? Do you all know what the boards app is on your phone that you can download? Anybody
No.
raise their hand? Okay.
I don't know.
No, you don't know. Okay.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're on then. So I want you to all speak to, your upline, your NMD or whatever. They should have the boards app that they can literally send it to you, boom, and you download it on your phone. And it is the coolest thing because you can have your own personalized links just right there. Everything, I'm going to show you, everything is on boards. Wendy Campbell created it and it's pretty awesome. So if you can see that, wait, hold on.
I think pull it back a little bit.
Can you guys see that?
Oh, yep. Yep.
So I don't know if you can read it, but
Yes, it says the getting started events, what to say, JP resources, JP images. Come back a little closer again. No, now I'm further back, but they saw a little bit of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
When
oh, it went out,
and,
it went dark.
yeah.
So for this, for instance, so getting started, events, Wheel of Success, news and info, what to say, resources, images, social media training examples, everything's here, you guys, and you can send this right to people. So on the bottom here, it says create your own board. So you would click on that. It's got a green apple. Once you get this downloaded from Campbell team, you click on create your own board. And right there are all the directions. Copy this entire folder. And then you can put in your own personal links. So they'll all be there. So if you want to send someone, oh, they want to order the berry chewables. Okay, here's my link. Boom, done. Forward it right to them. So it saves so much time without having to keep going back into your office. You have your links all programmed in your phone.
So Lisa, when you showed it, it had just a blank .juiceplus.com. So when you personalize it, it's going to be Lisa Swift.
Juiceplus.com. Yep. And so, yeah. And then you can, her favorite images are in here. What else? Memory jogger, your favorite pages. There's just this boards is phenomenal and it's free. So
Is it all just under campbellteam.com?
yes, it's all under Campbell team. You can create your own pages and put whatever you like in there as well. So I'm doing, and I don't know if you guys are interested, but there's, Marina Warre, Eric Warre's wife, is doing Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing event. It's free for 3 days. Everybody really should sign up for that because why not? I went to it in person and it was amazing. But she has a whole boards app for it, I guess, like with pictures and stuff. So boards is the thing now. So definitely download it. It just helps with your business to send something to somebody quickly and have all the resources in one spot. And we're not running all over the place trying to find things. Yeah, it's really good.
So boards is under Wendy Campbell. It's not.
I just
separate.
I texted it to you. So
Yeah,
you'll
the
see
Campbell team.
the link.
Okay, thank you.
campbellteam.net. And I
Oh,
think,
okay.
the other thing I was going to say is we have our one simple change page for all of our customers. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure you guys probably all do have your own team pages too. So with Media Mojo, you could do, or anything really, you can do challenges in there every month and, invite people in, and that's how you get them in. Just make sure, you're posting in there, or you add to your team's page so that everybody, has a turn and to keep that group active. It's important to keep your customer groups active. So you can do that by doing challenges in there as well, and just posting good content. So I think that's really important as well. And then I learned recently this week that from Susie B. Kelly, that there's a way that on your Instagram, so you know how many people get hacked? There's a 2-step authentication process that you can do. And if anybody wants that, just message me on Facebook and I'll send you the directions because I didn't print them out before today. And I'll send it over to you. Because a lot of a lot of people have been getting hacked, and that will just help. And they'll give you codes that if you get locked out, they'll give you codes. So it's really nice. It's a great process for that. And so another thing that I use is, and Kara, I know you use it too, Repost app. There is a charge for that, but if you find someone you love on Instagram, you just click copy link and it goes right to your Repost app. And then you can go post it. And so you're getting more exposure and it turns into a reel. So it's great. And it goes right to your Facebook feed. And you can add, whatever you want. If you want to add hashtags, you can add words in there. Easy. Super easy. So that's called Repost app. And that's another good one. And I think that's it. And the only other thing I was going to ask Mick, would you mind sharing about Loom? There's another great, you can do videos with it, but it doesn't use your iCloud, right? And it is free, correct, Mick?
Yeah, so there is a free version of Loom. So it's spelled Loom, like Mary. And it is just a really easy way to send a personalized video to someone. So for example, I was telling the girls earlier today that I had someone who missed a Tower Garden event, but she wanted some information on Tower Garden. So rather than sending her like a longer 20-minute video, I just quickly turned around, turned the Loom app on, hit record, and then just quickly gave her like a tour of my tower and pointed to the tank and the charging cables and the timer, and just kind of gave her a quick personalized video. So Loom is a great way to stand out a little bit. It's obviously a little bit more than just sending like a typed text message or a voice text, but they actually get to see you on video. And it goes right into be received as a text, or you can send it as an email or whatever. And it's just, it's on the cloud. So it's not taking up space, on your memory anywhere on your phone.
Can we
Yeah.
just get a look at your Tower Garden, Michelina? It looks amazing.
Yeah, so this is about, I'm going to say about 8 weeks in. I'll just lower the camera so you could see.
Wow.
Oh yeah, so I'm planning a tower or a salad in a jar event in about 2 weeks. So we'll have some ladies come over. We'll use the salad from the tower, and then everybody will bring their toppings. So
It looks incredible.
thank
Is
you.
that all bib? Is
awesome.
that bib lettuce and romaine?
It's called Coastal Star Romaine.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I do have one spot on the other side has spinach. It's the second time I've tried spinach. It actually grows well in cooler temperatures. And it does great in the tower also. So I've been taking some off and throwing it in my smoothie in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
It looks great.
And
Yeah, so
Andrea, it's 8:30 now, but Mick, I was wondering if you would share a little bit about Wix as well, because that's been a great way to invite.
okay, yeah. So Wix is something you can also do for not a whole lot of money. I mean, you do have to, I forget now, maybe it's $100 and something a year if you want to have your own landing page in Wix. And the reason I started with that is because I wanted a way to start building a mailing list from events. So right now, as much as I love the Juice Plus website, I think it's awesome, right? They give us a page when you join the business. What was missing for me was a way to invite people to events easily, and then also capture the email addresses. So I went into Wix, and you can pick one of the templates, the preset templates, to create a landing page. And what it allows you to do, and many of you have probably gotten them from me, is, you can send out a newsletter, it'll have a link to your event, and then people have to sign up for the event, right? So anytime there's a flyer that comes out with the Zoom information on it, I always cut that piece off. Or if I'm creating the flyer, I don't put the Zoom information on the flyer, right? So the way they get the information is when they hit RSVP, they fill in their name, their email address, whatever information you want. And then it automatically replies to them with the Zoom login information. So what it does is it allows you to build an email list. right? So you can continue to kind of build a relationship with them and stay in contact that way. So Wix has been really good in that regard. And then, you can send out newsletters once a week or once every other week or whatever, time frame works for you. And I have gotten some repeat orders that way. Last week somebody went through the newsletter and they ordered the Omegas, from because the newsletter went out.
Can you
It's
talk
so
about the
funny
chat
because
button?
I literally just got my thing. I don't know who this is. It might be a rep, but someone just RSVP'd to my event on Wix.
Okay, great.
And I put it on LinkedIn, so maybe it's not anybody I know, but it's good. It's a really great way to advertise it,
Yeah,
your
helpful.
events. Yeah.
Yeah, because what I was finding was, it's once you start inviting people to events, right? There's a lot of the part that I felt like was not an economical use of my time was reminding people like, oh, the event's happening tonight. Remember, I invite, and I was finding like I was spending a lot of time doing that, reminding. So that's kind of what started me thinking about like what would make this easier. And that's when I found Wix with the events page, and it automatically sends out a reminder, right? So you can pick when you want the reminder to go out. I usually do it 1 hour prior to the event, but you can pick like 2 days before or 3 days before. But as we all know, our attention spans are shrinking. So we need the reminder as close to the event as possible. So
I do 30 minutes. I do 30
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah. So see, yeah, great.
The
Exactly.
other thing I wanted to bring up was getting together on Mondays at 12:30 with the group. It's been Michelina, Kelly, Lisa, and whoever wants to join. We've been doing the 12:30 to 1, and then at 1, people can jump off and go to Amanda's call if they want. But it's called the WHAMs. And Mick, you set this up, I believe. You had started it, but it's a great, if you want to do it, we consider it like a power half hour. So if anybody wants to jump on that on Mondays with us, I know we've posted that before, but if you want a reminder, just reach out and let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it stands for Weekly Accountability Meeting. That's how it started back. I guess it was last year, about a year ago. We started that with just leadership, and then it kind of, it's expanded and people just kind of come and go, but it gives everybody an opportunity to do some sharing like we're doing now. And then we go into the work session with Amanda at 1 o'clock.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody. I'll do the gallery view here. So I hope you found that helpful. If there's anything on here that really speaks to you and you want more information, just reach out. We can get you that information. We do have Dr. David Phillips speaking tonight about soy, and he is an Ironman triathlete. So he's going to talk about athletes tonight. But the call is titled, has the word soy in it. So he will be debunking, any of the myths about soy tonight, but he'll also be sharing about fuel and athletes as well. So he's always awesome. So we're going to jump off this call and hopefully you guys can jump on. That's the other thing too, something that's very easy to do. In the past was to be able to dial someone onto the Monday night call, but it has switched if you aren't aware. There is a phone number, but it is a Zoom call now. So just make sure that when you're inviting people to the Monday night call that they know it's just as easy as a dial in. They can jump on Zoom and mute out and turn their video off, because sometimes people are a little bit hesitant about jumping on a video. So you can just assure them that they can jump on the call and they don't need to be seen or heard. So
And
Kelly,
Donna wants the number. Hold on.
he's
Okay.
also going to talk about the U.S. Performance Center and what's happening there, where they're using Juice Plus as the #1 support for the athletes, Olympic athletes and athletes, and they're having great results. So he's going to talk about that as well.
So Mick just put that in the chat. It's the
Does
Zoom
anybody
ID.
do you guys want the
me to
phone
read it
number
out
too, or
loud?
just the Zoom code?
The Zoom code 914-198-9427, passcode 123. And then there's the dial-in number.
Yep.
The brand new
646.
number tonight is the first time we've used it. So
What is the dial-in number?
It's
It's on the chat.
646
Mhm.
646 876 9923.
If you
Thank
have
you.
people dialing in, try to make sure that they know how to mute.
Yeah.
That's the 4
*6.
*6.
Yeah, that's mute. Well, thanks for
So we don't
joining
get
us
anybody
tonight.
snoring.
Hopefully
Yeah,
all the
so we don't-
technology works during the storm too. So we'll have to get that call in right away. So thanks for joining everybody. Thanks for collaborating, Kelly, Lisa, Michelina. It was great to work with you on this. And I think we should do this maybe, I don't know how often we can, but it's just great to come together and share what we have going on. So
Absolutely.
hope you all have a great night. And I know you're probably going to jump on Dr. Phillips. So take notes and then you can use it in your post tomorrow. Working smarter, not harder.
Thank
There you
you.
go. Thanks,
Have a great night,
Andrea.
everybody.
you.
See you,
Thanks,
Andrea.
Andrea.
Thank you,
Bye,
ladies.
guys.
That was great.